Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, today we're going to add on to a lot of videos that we've done in the past based around the demographics of new gun owners, how many people are buying guns, and who specifically is buying guns, because it has a dramatic impact on the gun world, but also on gun control, because the narratives have been so similar for so long, and the patronizing, profiling that has gone on from the left is no longer standing. And this is putting the long-term control for guns in big jeopardy because everything's changing, and I don't think they can turn the ship fast enough. This is a bad thing for them, but a great thing for the Second Amendment argument. All right. Now that I've said that, I've got everything in the description box below, but before I go too deep into the video, I just want to say to anybody that might fall into the buckets we're about to talk about of demographics who are adopting gun ownership for the first time, who are buying more guns, who are diving deeper into self-protection, you are welcome on this channel. This video is something that is all about you guys, and personally, I'm proud to call myself an American, and you have a place on this channel always, because you are an American that is reaching out and grabbing your freedom through the Second Amendment and your right to defense and the right to own a gun, which is unique on this planet, and I'm proud to count myself as one of you. With all that said, let's get right into this. Everything again is in the description box below, and let me know what you guys think once we get into this. So, like I said in the setup, we've got Baltimore Sun, which is a left-leaning article to say the least, and then you've got CNN, which is reporting oddly objective facts. But now let's dive in, and I'm going to show you how the facts that CNN is reporting are conflicting with the narrative and the worldview of the left gun control. And here we go. So, in the first article from Baltimore Sun, there's a guy that's talking about an article, and he's referencing, basically commenting on this article. It says that trying to stop gun violence on a scale that's needed seems like a hopeless exercise. It's not just hopeless, it's now impossible. Now that's the the author is saying this. Now, this is the main quote, and this is what I really want to bring to you guys, because this part is extremely stupid. And there's three things I take issue with, and we're going to walk through each of them because it really is funny. The national self-image of the macho gunslinger protecting his town and the stalwart rifle-toting pioneer protecting his land are so embedded in the national DNA that even the Supreme Court forgot about the first part of the Second Amendment when it ruled in the District of Columbia v. Heller that an individual had the right to own a gun. That decision carved in stone the gun culture of the United States. Now, I'm going to hit on a couple things here. And bear with me because this is stupid. The national self-image of the macho gunslinger protecting his town and the stalwart rifle-toting pioneer protecting his land. Now what that is that's obviously hearkening back to an image of, you know exactly which demographic I'm talking about, because that demographic is bad, and if you own a gun, you're definitely that demographic, and you are a hyperbolic, crazy person who thinks there's no need for this, who thinks you are needed for this, but it's really an antiquated idea. Hence, rifle-toting pioneer, a warrior, stalwart warrior, all those types of things. They're hearkening back to a fact that it's not really needed anymore. False. Now, I also find it extremely interesting that they went into the Supreme Court issue. The Supreme Court part, where they said the Supreme Court just completely forgot the first part of the Second Amendment, but then they didn't really quote the Second Amendment or even say what part that was the problem. So we're going to do it for you right here. Allow me, people. The Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, this is pretty straightforward, but like the left, the far left, really likes to do is they like to change definitions, change words in order to get what they want. We've covered it extensively on this channel, but here's a good example. A well-regulated militia. Is this the first part he's talking about? Well-regulated, that means well-practiced, that means in good practice. And a militia, not regular army made up of everyday men or women. It's 2021, okay? You guys can get in my militia, it's cool. Being necessary to the security of a free state. Is there a problem with a free state? I'm failing to understand. Is that the first part he's talking about? Or is it the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed? Is that too easy? That's my point. They didn't say what part was stupid, they just said it was stupid and then hoped you wouldn't look it up. But, of course you're going to, because, yeah. Now, with all that said, they've conjured up this image of demographic XYZ standing on a field with an old-timey rifle with a funny little hat thinking he's a patriot, right? Well, now we get into the hyperbolic, in my opinion, arrogance, okay? And this is the talking down and condescension that is So common on the far left of stuff. Americans bought more guns. So sorry to say, Dan, the author of the article, but gun violence is now a normal part of the American life. I guess we should all start wearing bulletproof vests. Really? That's interesting. So instead of saying, let's focus on the core root cause analysis of what's making it acceptable for people to create violence with guns, I don't know, like a culture permeated by gun violence, drug usage, complete contempt and disdain for the law, nothing, no, we can't talk about that because that's too hard. That reflects on ourselves. That requires self-reflection, which is uncomfortable. It's much easier just to take things away from people because then we don't have to talk about the problems because we hid them. It's mind-blowing, okay? Now, here's where CNN comes in, and this is where they conflict with the Baltimore Sun. And again, these are both left organizations. You and I both know it, right? America is on a gun buying spree. Here's what's driving the surge. Keep in mind, what did that guy say? Rifle-toting, stalwart warrior defending his pioneer lands. About 40% of buyers in early 2020 were first-time buyers, according to the NSF. In 2020, half of all gun buyers were women, researchers say. That's weird. That's not what the guy just said. 1/5 were Hispanic, and 1/5 were black, according to the Northeastern University and Harvard Injury Control Research Center. It's women and people of color like Armstrong who are helping gun sales surge around the country. Well, that's weird. That kind of conflicts with what the guy at Baltimore Sun said. The point here, guys, and the reason that I bring this up is these are two left-leaning organizations, but they're conflicting with each other. You've got CNN that is referencing exactly what's happening objectively in the data. I know, weird, but objectively in the data, because that is the data. Then you've got a leftward-leaning Baltimore Sun article that is patronizing and is really insulting anybody who owns a gun and putting them in a specific bucket. Well, the specific bucket that they think and they project upon gun owners isn't accurate, especially now, because more and more and more women and minorities are buying handguns. So my question is, what's it going to be next? If they can't figure out that not just white people have guns, they're going to start losing on gun control, and that's why the numbers are dropping for gun support or support of gun control, because they're in trouble. Their demographics have changed, and they haven't been keeping up. That's what I got for you tonight, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until tomorrow, I'm Braden. See you later.